Hello, good afternoon. Okay, let's get coloring. All right, so let's go with the orange. Oh yeah, that's right. We only picked one orange, didn't we? But yeah, if you don't really want to hear me talk, I always do it just because, you know what this looks like right now? You know those popsicle that popsicle that you can get in the summertime? It's orange, orange, red, and cherry, or orange, red, and grape are the three colors. That's what this just looked like when I just was like here, here, and here. I just was looking. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Not intended. Remember, I'm going for a flamey fire type style here, sort of, because like when you have a campfire, you have that pretty purple when your logs have been, when your fire has been burning a long enough time, and that, so I was kind of going for, that's why I put the purple in here. If it doesn't go good, sorry. I don't know. I just figured I had a lot of fun making the last one of these, so I was like, I'll do it again. Oh, must be coloring on there we go. I'm gonna have to sharpen these. These ones here, these handmade modern, that brand, the Target one, they're great. The color goes on really nice, but it's soft. It's really soft, so they do dull right away, which you may or may not like. And honestly, I don't even know if I'm videoing. I hope I am. Yeah, I see the timer working. But yeah, if you don't like my talking through videos, I'm gonna sharpen this quick. So I'm gonna be out of the camera for a little bit, but I promise I'm just sharpening a pencil. You don't need to see that. You guys have all sharpened pencils throughout your life, so I'm pretty sure you all know what that looks like. All right. But if you guys don't like my talking, that's fine too. I don't know. I like to talk though. I talk about boring stuff. I did a job interview at Target a couple years back, and like on their application, it says, check this box if you're over 40. When I asked about that, when I asked why they had that box there, like the people dodged my question. Like the people that were doing the interview, I was like, why do you have this on here? Because that to me seemed kind of sketchy. Like, are you profiling you only want younger people or what? But ultimately, obviously, I did not get the job, which kind of doesn't surprise me because I have been out of the workforce for 20 years now, something like that. But yeah, I never did get a good answer. I never got an answer. They just kind of dodged the question on why they have check this box if you're over 40, because you're not supposed to discriminate people like that because of age, because of what race they are, their religion, stuff like that. Speaking of, I did actually, I've already got to sharpen this again. I worked at Target way back. That was actually my last job. I worked before I went on maternity leave, and then I had to quit working. I had to quit after my maternity leave was done because my daughter was born with some medical issues that needed my full-time attention. And anyway, so I ended up having to quit there after my maternity leave was up. And because I thought her issues would be, done within the 6 weeks or whatever it was from maternity leave. I don't even remember what it is anymore. But anyway, I worked there, and this one lady, she didn't really like anybody there, but she tried getting me fired because she said I was racist, and I wasn't really, I can't remember what it was, but one of the managers walked up to me and said, you can't really, be racist like that. And I said, racist towards what? I said she was making comments about, I can't remember what she was making comments about, immigrants or something. And then I had made a comment that I'm Native American and most everyone here is an immigrant or something, and I guess she didn't really like that. And now that I think about it, it's kind of like, that is kind of a douchey thing to say. I mean, that is kind of, you know, really kind of douchey of me to say back then. But like I said, everybody says stupid shit when they're like, you know, 20. Not saying that you know, excuses, you know, people's shitty behavior. It does not. It most definitely does not. And I said, well, I'm Native American, and she was talking about how, you know, talking about immigrants and stuff, and god dang it, this is so soft. This is like the third time I've had to sharpen it. Either I color really hard, or this just is a really soft color. It might just be a soft color too. I mean, it is laying down nicely though. But anyway, the manager came over and he's like, well, just try not to say stuff about, you know, about Native American stuff. And I said, why? I just was commenting that, you know, I'm Native American, and because she was accused, and I said, because she was accusing me of being an immigrant, like, you know, or whatever, or no, not, yeah, an immigrant or something. And I honestly can't remember what the whole thing was now, but quite honestly, stupid me should not have been feeding the troll anyway. You know, because it was just a dumb conversation. But anyway, that was the last job I ever worked, was at Target. It was an overnight job back then. And it was called zoning, and you know, you had all the returns and stuff for that day would be in basket or carts, and it was your job, whichever color area you had. So like you had blue. Let's see, blue used to be was that home goods? I think that was like home goods, you know, like the vacuums, the kitchen supplies, stuff like that. And the Target I worked at, this was back when Target did not have a shopping mall or shopping like grocery store part. So it was just, you know, it was home goods stuff. So you had electronics, you had your clothing, and you had all, you know, your typical Target of today, except, you know, minus the shopping section. Anyway, so my job was, so you had people during the day, you know, you have your returns or whatever, and then you had carts for your color. And I usually had, let's see, there was green was electronics, red was home. Honestly, I don't remember what the colors were anymore. But anyway, you had certain zoners that did certain areas. And you had to pull product forward. So you had to go up and down each aisle, pull product forward. I used to hate that because they'd only have you pull like 2 items forward. And for me, you know, as a consumer, I used to think that was stupid because, well, if somebody took the other 2, then it just looks empty. So I used to try to pull more than just the 2 forward because I thought it would, you know, that way if 2 did get sold or whatever, that there wouldn't be just a big old empty shelving there again. But then I had my managers like, just pull a couple forward. The day crew throughout the day will pull more forward if they need to. And then I was like, okay, all right. You know, I was like, well, if I don't need to make more work for myself, then I don't need to make more work for myself. But I liked that job. But apparently you don't have that job. That's not a job anymore at Target. I guess it's not really a job. I guess the day crew, it's just day crew's job to do that now, naturally or whatever. I'm hoping this kind of looks like fire, but it's not really. I guess it kind of doesn't. Not yet anyway. Oh, I should have done this one in that. I'm hoping this color here, this color here is darker than this yellow here to hopefully make a difference in color. Dang it, I'm going to have to sharpen this one already again too. Yeah, see, this one's a much darker, it's not as soft. So, it's kind of like, you know, those nice thick pencils that if you draw, it just makes this dark line, those super soft lead pencils, that's kind of how this brand here feels like. So the more pressure you press, the more, here, I'll just finish this. I'll finish with the yellow and then we can move along. But that's kind of what the pencil feels like. I just got to sharpen my pencil quick because just need to. But what was I talking about? Oh, why was I talking about Target when I was working? Oh, I don't know. Don't know. Did I ever finish the topic I was talking about? I don't remember anymore. But yeah, I don't know. What else can I talk about? Oh, families may be going to this thing called Fright Farm. It's in a town north of us called Zembroda. And it's basically, it's just like, you know, what used to be here in town. And what it used to be was people would volunteer and dress up in like, I don't know, costumes and things, you know, like dress up as a chainsaw wielding person, and basically you have all the people coming through, and it's your job, you know, it's your job to scare them. And you're not supposed to, you know, the people don't touch you. They're not supposed to touch you. So like there's one where you have this bus, and they set up the bus as you go inside the bus and you sit down, a guy's talking to you. He's like he's like your tour guide. And then he's like, he goes, oh, and this bus used to be for the insane asylum people or something, like, you know, some stupid line like that. And then next thing you know, zombies are coming, you know, and they run through the bus and scare people. I mean, they just come out of like, I don't know where they're hiding. They're probably hiding off to the side somewhere. And then they just come in and scare everybody. It's kind of funny actually, but that's kind of what it is. It's just a little scare kind of thing. So anyway, all right, let's get back with the next color, the last one. So, all right, bye.